This is how to make a video go viral. We have to first lure them in to click on the content, then hook them in, and finally make them stay. There is no secret recipe. The algorithm is not a mysterious creature. It's just like in nature. The best content wins. Let's see what you can do to win. Hey everyone, I'm Dom from Wondershare UniConverter. Before we do anything, let's see the process of somebody watching your video. It seems pretty obvious, but it will help in improving your own content. First, they see your title and thumbnail. If they like one of them, they will click on it. So you're already about 10% there to win. Then if they clicked on your video during the intro part, they will decide whether or not they want to watch some of the video. Here you're about 40% there to win. But the remaining 60% will be based on what they initially got and how the content will go. They will either continue or click away. Now you might have noticed that I broke down the viewing process to 3 factors, 3 stages if you will. In order for us to make them watch our content, we will have to affect these 3 stages. Alright, let's see what we can do about the first step. Recently we put up a video about making a good thumbnail, so I would very much recommend you watch that video later, because a good thumbnail and a good title is the first vital step. Here are a few tips for a good title. Don't exceed 50 characters. You need the entire title to be visible. Make it simple. Questions are good to make the viewer curious. Best budget camera for YouTube. Numbers in the title can help. 4 types of microphones for YouTube. Controversial statements can be intriguing. YouTube will soon take over cinema. For certain videos, the simplest titles can be the best. The Sony ZV-E10 is a great camera for beginners. These are not super worked out titles, but you get the point. The other side of the matter is a powerful thumbnail. The thumbnails I find best are very polished and not too crowded. Now, even though you should watch our video about thumbnails, I'll share a few tips here as well. Make it simple and polished. Having a face portraying an emotion is very powerful. Either be a little mysterious or be upfront with what you're going to show in the video. If the thumbnail and title say different stuff, the viewer can get confused, so avoid that. And finally, make them high quality. In our thumbnail video, I show you the AI thumbnail maker tool in the UniConverter, so make sure that you check that video out. To sum up, the first way to boost the algorithm is by the title and thumbnail, so make sure to put extra effort in these two. They're your first selling point, so use them well. So after making the viewer curious enough to click on the video, we need to hook them into watching the video. For this purpose, the intro part is crucial. The hook has 2 very important factors. It has to deliver on what the title and thumbnail has promised. It has to be powerful enough, preferably visually as well. By delivering on the promise, I don't mean that you immediately have to dive right into the most interesting part of your video or show the craziest thing, but you need to show that it's coming. Of course, the intro and the hook part of a video can be very much up to the content type. For example, in these tutorial videos, we don't show anything extraordinary. They're informative videos, so we have to make our intros differently compared to Mr. Beast, for example, who does crazier and crazier things all the time. So actually what he does is that he tells you what's gonna happen in the video, like a table of contents, then begins with the least crazy thing, which is already crazy. All in all, you always need to keep in mind that in this rushing world, people don't like to wait. They need quick information and they immediately want to see the content that they clicked on your video for. These 15 seconds will determine the fate of the rest of the video, so here are a few tips for a powerful intro. Make it fast-paced with editing. Sound effects, motion graphics, animation, you name it. Make a cut every 1-2 seconds. Make it already informative or interesting. Think of it as it was a YouTube short or TikTok video. Don't even give a chance for people to click away. Naturally, it's easier said than done, like everything, and it might take many videos until you master your intro, so don't be scared to experiment and try new styles from time to time. You can also change the intros of your videos after you have made them and try to upload them again. If you want to do that, there is a tool in the UniConverter that can do this for you in a batch. We have a video about that as well from a few weeks ago, so check that out. By the time we reach the end of the video, you'll see that these 3 factors go in an infinite circle and they ultimately affect one another. Because at the end of the day, your content is the one that decides everything. The idea behind it and how you execute it. Today's short form content and quick entertainment is taking over everything. This new trend is even affecting how people watch movies, what kind of movies filmmakers have to make, and all in all, it's making it harder and harder to make engaging long-form content. So when you're thinking about a video idea, you need to decide whether or not that content could be made in a short video as well. Because if so, it won't work that well in a long format, and maybe you just have to make it for TikTok or YouTube Shorts. If you make a long video, you need to keep up the attention with a lot of new information, multiple engaging wow moments. I find that if a video is long, people want to get as much out of it as they can, so make your content be worth people's time. The circle of these three factors starting point is your content, which then you can help with the title and thumbnail and intro part. But if after you hook them in, the video is not good enough, it was all for nothing, because watch time matters more than clicks. Recently, we made a video about the most important YouTube metrics that I highly suggest that you watch, because using YouTube Analytics will help you work on all of these three factors. Impressions and CTR will help you with the title and thumbnail. Audience retention will help you with the intro and overall interesting parts of your video. And watch time will show how good your content is altogether. So the reason this infinite circle begins with the content is because if your idea and your content is not good, you can't make a good thumbnail that people will click on. You can't promise anything in the thumbnail. There is nothing that your video will provide to the viewer. Or if you use a clickbaity thumbnail to some bad content, people will very quickly notice that and click away. So first, your content needs to be good in order to make a good thumbnail. Then your intro part has to be good, so people would watch the entire video. But in order for people to watch the entire video, your content has to be good. And the circle begins. So there you go, guys. I hope you'll be able to utilize these pieces of information to make your content better. Make sure to leave a like, we really appreciate it, as well as if you subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Happy creating, guys.